stream worked. Now we're good. I'm actually happy that I had an issue connecting in the beginning because I wouldn't have got to go talk to Muda and Augie and Boblax and everybody, and it was fun. It was fun, I have to admit. And it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. They were all right. Funny. I get it. They're funny people. Creepshow's a little bit, you know, feisty. Am I allowed to say that? Am I allowed? Am I going to get censored for saying that? Is someone going to come censor me? Am I censored? All right. No, Jill. Busy is not okay. Busy is the opposite of okay. I don't know where he went. He ran away. Busy's gone. Oh, there you are. So, I know you're a fan of Muda. I'm a fan of Muda too, okay? No, I'm not going to talk to you about this right now. I handled Creepshow very well. Well, no, you're a simp. I'm not a simp. You're a freaking simp. You're the definition of a simp. I'm not going to argue with him because if you didn't notice, someone thought that they could jump in and argue with me and yell and scream. Well, I never mind when that happens because I got my own stream. And now I'm going to make my argument so that people actually understand what the hell I was saying. Oh, hell. Let me see. What's a good song here? Oh, it's so perfect, bro. Yes, I am very happy about the song. I can't believe Busy survived that. Well, he was just manning down the fort the whole time. We didn't even hear Busy one time while I was talking to Muda. I got to hang out with Muda. And I like Nick and I like everyone else, but that was just too good, bro. That was too fucking... I've been watching... Muda's been on the platform a long time, and he's cool as fuck, and I've always watched him, so... You know I have, because I've actually showed some of Muda's videos on my streams, you know, when he commentates on something, right? So anyway, okay. If you missed it, I was getting ready to start my stream, and I had used a title that Creepshow was wrong. Now, I don't want to fight with Creepshow. I've said this about Creepshow for a long time. I think she's cool. I didn't mean thought. It was was not a Freudian slip. Was not. Hey, be cool in the chat, y'all. Be cool. Be cool. Be cool, mods. Just be nice. Be nice to the peeps. Okay? But I do have a clip from Creepshow that kind of explains why I said what I said. As you know, I had no clue Augie was going to have me come over there, and I didn't know what the fuck he wanted me to talk about. And then it was very obvious that it was a pretty defensive thing in the beginning, right? It was a whole, yeah, but your argument is this and your argument. They didn't even hear my argument. They're not going to like my... I don't think Creepshow's going to like my argument.
She is.
Okay, so here's the clip.
Going after her.
I don't even know how to restart it. Here's the clip.
Again, this is only a fraction of what she has done. I didn't cover her filing a restraining order against another YouTuber simply because he talked about his experience with her.
Now, again, I was a little confused because I just took Creepshow's claim on face value. But she said this. You make up your mind. I'm not going to convince you. She said, and thank you to my mods who had this for me. I was actually in Augie's Discord, so I couldn't see anything that you guys were dropping while I was over there. I probably should have come over to my Discord and looked and see. So this is the clip. It says, let me just do it piece by piece. All right, here it is. Let me just do it. I'll read it out myself.
She is going after her. Again, this is only a fraction of what she has done. I didn't cover her filing a restraining order against another YouTuber.
Okay, she says that I've only covered a fraction of what she's done.
Simply because he talked about his experience with her.
So she did make the claim that, yeah, the restraining order got filed for having experiences, talking about experiences. Now, I don't think Creepshow did something super wrong there. I think that what she was saying, I can understand Creepshow's point when I talked to her, but it would be nice if she might have remembered that that was in the end of the video. You get me? Because as much as it might not be a direct claim or whatever, it still alludes to the fact, it leaves you with the fact that you're going to think when walking away that that's what happened. Now, before we get started, straight up, I agree with a lot of the stuff they said. Katie had a harsh opinion on a lot of things to a point where she was speaking to what seemed factually and can be in a lot of trouble from the lawsuit. Okay, I agree. And like, you know, I've done my reaction to the lawsuit. Like I read through parts of it. That's my issue. If you take parts of it and you pull the clips that are there, there is a lot of I feel and I think. Though, as I stated at the end of the video, there is a certain amount of it that would be not preceded by an I feel or an I think. Now, from what I get, that is kind of like arguable. And it's not that it is guilt that she's guilty of it. It's arguable. In court, again, I don't give a shit about court. I don't study the law. If I have to know something about the law, I educate myself to it. I get opinions. I read what people say and think. So, as much as I'd like to go and break down my issue with Creepshow saying that there and why it's, you know, not completely wrong, but slightly inaccurate, right? Leads people to believe that the only reason she filed a restraining order was ... for the these things, right? The because he, Steve, shared his opinion. Well, it's funny that Steve wants to jump in and just scream and boom out and lolcow out saying I'm lying and I'm doing things for money and all this other garbage. Simply because I would interview Kyle, I would hear Kyle's claims and compare him to Steve's claims and then give my opinions on what was going on, right? Because in reality, as much as it sucks to do this, I kind of have to talk about... Oh, hold on. I need a song here. Something. I need it to move along with it. Yes, please. Give me something good. I'm going to have to talk about the last year with the non sequitur show and stuff now. Gonna have to do it. Hi Guy says, Uni, I'm starting to have feelings for you, my dude. I'm not saying no. That was a work of art. Oh, hi Guy. Hi Guy. You're a simp. Hi Guy, you're a Uni simp. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Now I'm calling my supporters names. I'm playing Hi Guy. Okay. I'm trying not to laugh. It was too funny. What you said was too funny with me responding that you're a simp. That was hilarious. I'm not supposed to laugh at my own jokes. I get called cringy. By Busy, he calls me every time. Every time. I'm not cringy. Thank you. I'm not purposely cringy. It's not the focal point of my show, and I'm not arguing with you about that right now. I don't care. You can go watch Creepshow. Go watch her. You love her. Go watch Creepshow. Yeah, I don't need your help. I'll run my own soundboard. So let me make my argument to why Steve McRae's a lying dingbat. And I'm just happy it didn't work. It just makes me so fucking happy that he got called out on his shit there. All right. This is the clip that was played on Augie's stream. Now, why does this clip... I don't even know if I want to play it. Guys, do I have to... Is that a simp... Is there a simp sign up chart? Is that what you meant to write? I guess, Darth. I mean, we could rename my squad. Look, it's still not working. Are you sure you can see me? Because my chat's not here either. It's not working. None of my Streamlabs is working. Hold on. I have an issue with Streamlabs. It does this sometimes. Ever since that last update, man. Okay, let me log out of Streamlabs. I'm going to attempt so that I have your chat and my viewer count on the damn screen. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Logging in. Logging in here. I'm sorry to make you wait. I know it's annoying. Hey, okay. Logged into... Okay. Things are happening. Be nice if I can get... Let me try to reset my viewer count in my chat. Then I'm going to get into this breakdown. So, as you heard, we're trying to argue about this, like, thing I was trying to tell them over Katie, which is give her a chance. Criticize her. Like, criticize her to her face, you know? Because Creepshow explained that she feels like Katie has done unforgivable things. That's how I'm going to take it. I'm not trying to be a dick or anything. I mean, I'm trying my best here. Oh, what in the hell is that viewer count then? That's not the UNIRocktv viewer count. Hold the front door. I have a viewer count. Yay. I don't know how in the hell I'm going to make this work. Oh, this is annoying. Yeah, okay. My Streamlabs, so here's what happened. When I was trying to start the last stream, I started my Streamlabs. Now, YouTube, when we go live, has this little live button that we have to push. I pushed a live button, and I sat here and talked for a good 5 minutes, thinking you guys could see me earlier. And Rachel comes in, my girlfriend. The only woman that I simp for is my girlfriend. She comes in and tells me that I'm not live, and I'm like, what the fuck? And while I'm trying to figure out, I'm trying to restart Streamlabs, I'm trying to re-input my stream key. I thought maybe I was sending a signal to Rock a lot, but I didn't know what I did. That could have been what happened. I don't know. Maybe when I put in the UNIRock 2 stream key, it didn't take. I don't know. But that's when Augie was in the chat, and he donated to me and was like, we want to talk to you. So I went and talked. But what I planned on telling you is, this clip from Creepshow at the end of her video, she said this. I'm not going to talk about the restraining order where Katie only got the restraining order due to Steve giving, she didn't say Steve, she said the YouTuber giving his experience with Katie, because that's just not true. That restraining order, that's what I was trying to argue when Steve started booming out and going, ooh, Uni was a liar, and he tries to make money on YouTube, and he tries to get views, kabocha. Can you take that out of the script? It's too late at night for me to do the kabocha. Can you take that out of the script? It'd be Darren, thanks, my dude. Appreciate the support. No more kabuchas tonight, Busy. Put something else on the teleprompter, man. There's other options. We have other options than kabucha. My guy. And some dude over there, I called Steve my guy, and he was like, my guy. I thought that was funny as fuck. I'm sitting there playing Noida. You guys know what Noida is? It's this little game where you're a wizard running around, like, trying to kill shit. It's called a roguelike. That's what I was doing when I was talking. Because I was just like, I love talking to them. But when Steve got in there, it was like, oh, here comes the fucking locale explosion. Hit me with it. Anyway. All right, I got to stop, bro. Because I actually want to make a little bit of an argument here. And I'm getting fucking distracted. I want to have some fun, damn it. So I just played a clip from Creepshow where she states this as I say here now. No, I do not. I'm not saying Creepshow is wrong. I'm not saying she's bad. I'm not allowed to. Didn't you know? If I say that, I'm going to get in trouble. So I have censored my thumbnail. I have censored my title to try and make a peace offering, a simp peace offering. I'm just kidding. Happy 42nd birthday, Katie, says Michael. Why are you joking around, bro? Why are you joking? What? Katie is not. This is not. Oh, is it really your birthday, Katie? I didn't know that. I thought it was a joke, dono. Oh, happy birthday. I didn't even know. Why doesn't anybody tell me anything around here? This is the major issue. This is the major issue. No one tells me shit. I'm just sitting here hung out to dry. Can I get some music? Thank you. I don't want to have to harm you. I'll use my words. You didn't know that I could do that? Yeah. My words are harming you. It's just how it works. It's a new 2020 thing. Now, so she said, I need some coffee. I need some coffee. I need some Motrin too. That'd be really awesome. Rachel, Rachel, I will simp for you later if you bring me some Motrin so I can drink it with my coffee. I promise I'll simp for you after this. I promise. Okay. Live stream, Boomer yelling at me for 15 minutes review. Oh, thank you, honey. So kind. Hey, wait. Let me take it. I need a drink of that before you take it. Can I get a more manly cup than this, please? This one has a dog on it. They're going to think I'm a dog simp if you don't give me a more manly cup. WAOCB 42 in an hour. I'm an old boomer. Well, you're not. You're not a boomer if you're 42, right? Is that misinformation? I'm not allowed to give misinformation. I will be in deep shit if I do. Yeah. So, guys, don't ban anybody unless they say some really dumb stuff. Well, if you want to donate to me, it's called a super chat. It's the same for all of YouTube. You kept your cool, Uni, when I'd have likely lost my crap. Well done, dude. I was playing video games, though, so you know how I get when I'm playing video games. If I'm not playing Escape from Tarkov. Why could I not remember Escape from... If I'm not playing Escape from Tarkov, I'm chill as a fucking cucumber when I play video games. I seriously wanted to play Minecraft. It would have helped me focus. I would have been I would have had my keyboard sword out. I would have been going psycho crazy on that shit. You kept your cool. Oh, I read that. Thank you, Melanie. Thank you. Okay. So, the issue is that there was a little bit of a reason... Oh my God, I can't believe it. There was a reason for UNIRock to actually have the opinion that Creepshow was wrong in a statement she made. I don't think she did anything bad there. But I do think it's important for me to show you why I hold the opinion, the opposite opinion about the restraining order that was filed. And I hold the opposite opinion still, even though a guy yelled at me on Augie RFC. It was Steve McRae. Nobody else yelled at me. Nick was cool. Bo Blacks was cool. He tried to take some... Bo Blacks was throwing some really hardcore verbal karate chops at me. I was just barely, like, Matrix dodging that shit. It was fucking awesome. Thank you, Jessica. Appreciate. And Jessica, if you're the same Jessica from Periscope, I will talk to you sometime. But because I know that a Jessica from Periscope... Guys... Don't kick so many people out of my chat. Try not to. I know. I'm not telling you to leave a bunch of stupid... Anything that's like a TOS thing, anything according to YouTube's, guidelines on how we should moderate, do that. But just be free speech positive, please. Be as free speech positive as humanly possible, please. The way that Steb was going off, interrupting you constantly, I think we all felt the frustration. Well, that's why I just let him do it. It's what he does every time he goes anywhere. He thinks he can yell and scream to get you to change your opinion instead of actually answering things. So when I would come back to say to him, like, dude, you have a fucking... Now you'll say, well, Uni, why in the world did you start there? Because that's the most important part of the story. The most important part of the story is I was friends with Steve McRae after I made the non sequitur video. You know this, I know this. Well, guess what? Because of what happened, it's time for me to tell you what happened. I was friends with Steve McRae. Oh my God. Give me a song I can actually talk to. Dingbat. Thank you. Because of me making a video detailing a breakup. Now, Mudahar was asking all these questions. Muda, you're missing out on the biggest freaking viral ass video ever. The biggest viral video ever, man, because this non sequitur case is just worth it. I ended up being friends with the two people that are suing each other. It's why I talked about it for a while. So, I had direct reason to talk about it. Though, here's what happened. I give my opinion on a recording called The Death of the Non Sequitur Show, where Steve convinces me that Kyle admits it's a 50-50. And Kyle admits all these stupid fucking things on the stream, right? So I'm convinced by him when he approaches me that, yes... Kyle sucks. Kyle Curtis, I was saying, Kyle Curtis is bad, and I would do live streams calling out Kyle for, letting Non Sequitur Show be destroyed. These streams are still on my channel, of course, up to now. But I realized after hanging out with Steve McRae for a little while, and I really didn't talk to him that often. He would just pop into my Discord server. He'd yell and scream, scare away everybody. I'm just playing. He did, though. I mean, I'm not playing, but I'm joking. And I'm only joking because it was true. So even though I'm joking, it still happened. So he'd scare away everybody. And he would scream and yell and ask for things and shit and want me to do videos and stuff. And I made a couple videos about it, and I didn't care because I was getting views, so who cares, right? Anyway, and there you go. Me saying that now means, oh, there it is. Uni just admitted it. All he cares about is views and stuff. Great job, Uni. Thank you, Nana. I had fun. I want to actually play... Next time, if they don't let me play Minecraft, I'm not going. I'm going to force them to play Minecraft with me, or I'm not going. Either that or Escape from Tarkov, but Escape from Tarkov requires a lot of communication, so I don't know I don't know how fun that would be. I'd probably kill them on accident, Anyway, we got KJ haters in here. You guys don't exist, KJ haters. You KJ haters don't exist. I heard that tonight like 3 times. So, you can't be kicked because you don't exist. What am I talking about? Okay, non sequitur. And as you know, Steve McRae had told me that he had a written contract, like an official. See, when you're dealing with a liar, they're going to try to argue semantics constantly with you. And when I was friends with McRae, which was, I didn't hang out with him too much, but he'd pop in all the, every once in a while. He would conflate what a contract was, making me think he had this written contract, something that protected him in court until I heard this clip.
So you earn 20% for all you do. He has never talked to you about that, has he?
Nope.
Yeah. So he's giving you no consideration. Do you think he's stealing from us?
He gives me money, but he doesn't give me anywhere near what it's worth.
Right, but do you think that if he doesn't...
Are you lying, Gabriel? Did Tucker Carlson really say those two words next to each other? Because if that's true, I'm never talking about another lawsuit again.
Doesn't continue with this in perpetuity, is that considered to be stealing? Because I consider it stealing.
Now, I want you to focus really hard because my booming opponent over there, when I wouldn't even allow, or not by them, by him, by the booming opponent, Augie tried. I know, everybody tried here. My booming, my screaming and yelling and psycho opponent over there, not Creepshow, talking about Steb, he said he had a contract, and he was trying to say Uni's a lying piece of shit because Uni said that I don't have a contract. He didn't, but this is why. Listen.
I would consider it.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I would
be going to a lawyer tomorrow if
I would be going to a lawyer tomorrow if I was you, followed by Steve McRae saying this.
were you.
Well, no, I can't sue him because, it's a handshake. But
I can't sue him because this is a handshake. So, he claims that in this video called The Death of the Non Sequitur Show, where he illegally recorded Kyle Curtis, that Kyle admits they have a 50-50. Though, right after that, he says, yo, we had a handshake. And I know handshake agreements can be held up in court. Now, the issue is Kyle didn't admit that he had a 50-50 in that video. Kyle was responding to these guys being like in his face and getting crazy on him, and he just said, yeah, whatever you want to think. It was how he explained it. All of these stupid fucking parts of this story are this dumb. They are this cringy. They are this ridiculous. You know this if you watched my show and followed this stupid thing. So basically, he just said it. He only had a handshake with him. So why did he tell me he had a written contract with him that had all the terms of the agreement? So when I went and talked to Kyle Curtis, Kyle told me he didn't have a 50-50. So now I've got two claims. Just like any other logical person, they're going to say, okay, this guy's telling me he had a contract, and I got this clip saying he doesn't. He only had this handshake with him. He only had this, like, talk type thing. Well, they never had a handshake because they never met. He claims that there's emails that prove that they have this actual agreement with all the terms. And Kyle Curtis, of course, claimed to the internet, claimed to everybody that that just wasn't true, that it was never 50-50. Kyle is fighting in court right now. That means until the judge tells us that Kyle didn't show back up, which should be happening this week, right? That's why it's stupid to sit and talk about this when we can wait for the judge to tell us what happened. He's trying to say Kyle's going to face these charges. Kyle might face these charges, right? We just don't know if Kyle's going to face these charges yet. Why? Because the judge hasn't said shit yet. We're waiting on the judge to tell us. So what happened before now? Kyle was there. Kyle was giving things, making arguments. He was trying to argue that he wasn't served properly. All this stupid, cringy-ass shit is what makes the non sequitur lawsuit such a boomy situation. Okay. What I think happened is Steve heard Creepshow yelling at me, so he thought, oh, I'm going to jump in there and yell at him too. He just did his normal bullshit, sits and calls people names and puts people down when I've got clips to back up points that I'd make. Like this clip where he says he doesn't have anything but a handshake. So when he tells me later that he has this written contract with him, which I have clips of him saying he does have a written contract, I've got clips of him saying he doesn't. That's why all this confusion's there. So instead of people just trusting what Steve says, the majority of the people that have followed this story don't trust him because he booms out and yells and screams and acts like a psycho. and says opposite things constantly, but then gets angry at people who says, I don't believe you. I've heard you say two different things here. I'll just reserve my opinion after the court. Hello, thank you, Jessica. Other types of issues with the non sequitur story is, let's see here. Going back to the beginning is that there are two sides, not just one. He got a default judgment because Kyle didn't show up. What did Kyle claim when he showed up? He claimed that he wasn't served properly, and it's why he didn't show up in time. So I don't know how any person, until they've got evidence in front of them, they've got, they've got a ruling from the judge, they've got the issue there, and the lawyers are handling it. Am I really going to sit up here and say, this is like blah, 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 fucking no, factual? No, I'm going to tell you what I think. I'm going to tell you what they're reporting. I'm going to tell you what's there. That's what I did on Periscope because I got sick and tired of talking about it on YouTube with Steve acting like that. He's just going to be tickled purple that I'm talking about it on my show right now. He loves it. Now, UNIRock knows he's a disinformation agent. Oh, it's a conspiracy. Uni's been hired by the government. He's a disinfo agent. Yay. This is what being spammed out on Twitter, I guess, like right now or some shit, or like a day ago or some shit by him. Everybody acts like I'm the one sitting here antagonizing him. Hell no. This dude is, go look at my Twitter and then go look at his Twitter. You tell me. So, let's see here. So the main issue that I was making, the main argument that I have, is if people have issues with Katie Joy, handle them. You can ignore her. You can make videos calling out Katie, all that stuff. But why is it that people, what did Augie show on the stream? He showed the restraining order that Katie filed for. Now, he gets mad because people call it an RO or a TRO. He's admitted on Twitter a million times it's a TRO. He says that's a temporary restraining order. And then when people say, okay, well, that's an RO, he says, no, it's not. We're not saying that he was ruled an RO on him and everything else. A judge looked at evidence and put this paper that is exactly like what an RO does, that stops him from being around her for X amount of feet. And this is the kicker. This is why Muda would be like, you're kidding me, UNIRock. Because this paper that restricts how close that Steve can come to Katie Joy Paulson, and this paper that restricts things he can say about Katie Joy Paulson, and this paper that literally says, let me read it, that the respondent shall have no direct or indirect... Oh, wait, hold on. The petitioner's address is confidential. If respondent knows or learns of petitioner's address, respondent is prohibited from being within petitioner's home. So, the point is, however you want to look at this paper, whatever you want to call it, whatever your word is for describing it, it does the same thing that the TRO, as he's called it a million times, states. Now, I was trying to make the argument to everybody on Augie's show before I got yelled over by a boom addict. Hey, you're just addicted to booming. It has nothing to do with drugs. Booming is not a drug, damn it. Is that he signed a agreement with Katie. What is the evidence that he signed an agreement with Katie? One is that when he went to court, and of course, you can see this. This was public on his Twitter and her Twitter. This is why people know that there is an NDA, a gag order, or something else. I don't know if the direct goddamn way to call it is an NDA. I don't know if the direct definition is a gag order. Half the people out there say it's an NDA. Half the people out there say it's a gag order. Why don't we know? Because if if you're involved in a legal battle with somebody and one side gets a gag order or an NDA, what does that mean? Both sides cannot talk about it. Well, holy shit, son. That means both sides can't tell you what it is. So let me just say it as open-ended as possible so that I don't get called a fucking liar. By the way, this is why he calls me a liar. It is an agreement that he made with KJP's attorneys where he gave them a lot of stuff that they wanted to talk them into getting rid of this RO and signing this agreement. Got me? Two people that absolutely hate each other. Two YouTubers, Steve and Katie, that hate each other more than anything else on the fucking planet, put out a statement at the same time, and 3 days before I put in one of my videos that Katie had typed in my Discord server that his attorneys have approached me, offering me a deal that we can sign to get this to end. What do you call that? Because if I call it anything, I'm going to be called a liar. How about we call it a NDA? Oh, nope, I'm a liar. A gag order. Oh, no, that's lying. Whatever you want to say it does what an NDA or a gag order does, and that's why people call it that. Factually speaking, there is an agreement between Katie and Steve. Steve just wants to redefine what it is so that he can call everybody out there a liar. That's why he wouldn't. In 1 year, how do you tell me that you don't have this thing, but then say in a year, on a specific date and time that we predetermine, this person that I hate and me, I'll be able to talk about this. It's like, yeah, because you got this agreement, my dude. It's so fucking obvious. It's hard to goddamn... I don't get it. I don't get why he calls people a liar for saying that this is true or that this exists, but okay, fine. I'm a liar for saying it, but it's true. You both put out the statement. Katie told me you guys were getting an agreement, and you got an agreement. I don't know what else to call it so that he doesn't call me a liar, but there you go. And why did this happen? It happened because he ran the Facebook group, he ran the Instagram group, and he ran these other things, combined with clips, phone calls, text messages, all according to the documents that a judge signed, because the judge saw the evidence, and we didn't, of course, but the judge did. And so the judge is validating that there's evidence there. So I'm literally telling you where the info comes from, like any other time I've talked about this, so that you know. And in the end of the Non Sequitur showcase, if you didn't know, Katie was on the Non Sequitur show. Steve and this guy named Kyle, you know Kyle if you're from my channel, but if you don't, was on the Non Sequitur show. All right. So they may be close to a resolution with the Non Sequitur show court case. Kyle had a default judgment put against him. A default judgment means that he didn't get this judgment put against him based on argumentation or evidence or any other thing like that. He simply didn't show up to court, and the judge smashed down the gavel and said, okay, I'm going to give you what you want since this dude didn't show up, because the judge thought that Kyle had been served. Now, Kyle says he wasn't served. Now, Steve is claiming that he was served properly, even though there's 8 clips of Steve admitting, I'm not going to play them, it just wastes time. 8 clips of Steve admitting that Kyle moved to his boyfriend's house. Then Steve says, I served him at his mom's house. I don't know how anyone's not supposed to think that Kyle was improperly served. I don't think anybody factually thinks that it's 100% true or whatever the hell he's saying. I think that people take his words saying that he served somewhere other than where Kyle was living and then say, okay, Kyle's argument makes sense. I think that's why people feel like they do. Just me. I'm crazy, but that's just me. Why does all this stupid shit matter when we haven't talked about this in God knows how long on this channel? It's been a long while since we talked about this on this channel. Why does any of this matter? Because I was friends with Kyle. When Kyle came back, Kyle said, look, I'm going to fight this in court. Here's my side. And everybody wants to act like, well, everybody next to Steb. Not them, not Augie and them. I'm not even talking about Augie and them. I'm talking about Steb. Everybody from our community where, the debunking, live streaming comedy about flat earthers and shit community wants to argue that, this whole thing is a lie. People were backing Kyle's side. People are backing Steve's side. In reality, people are only taking the data that's there, trying to make up their mind. That's it. I get some people want to draw a cancel culture line. They want to push people on one side or they want to push people on the other. Got me? The truth of the matter is, just like tonight, when Steve, for the first time in God knows how long, wants to jump into a stream and talk to me, I didn't go anywhere. Why? Because he is the one who didn't want to talk to me. He just wanted to sit on his videos and call me a liar. Got me? But if you do take a look at my videos on YouTube, you're going to find out that every opinion I've drawn is based off of the evidence that's there, based off of a video clip or a tweet or something else or an admission. So what does this all mean? It means that he wants to convince everybody that he never told everybody he didn't have a contract, and that he did have a contract, and that he didn't, and that he did, and that he didn't, and that he did. These things are all said in video clips. They exist. He wanted to tell people that, you know, the default judgment means that Kyle's going to jail. Now, Kyle has to go to court, and then he would go to jail. Not, you know, he's going to go to jail because of a default judgment in civil court. Doesn't make sense. Could he have done something wrong while in the civil court and the judge throw it to the DA and get Kyle all nice and screwed up? Yeah, probably. And I hope it happens if Kyle did do what Steve claims Kyle did in court, but we don't have the evidence to show Kyle did it. I have already went as far as to say I'll believe Kyle did it and treat Kyle as if he did it, but that's not good enough when people are trying to draw that line and push somebody on this side or that side. If I say something negative for Kyle, all of a sudden it's just me flip-flopping on Kyle. If I say something that's negative towards Steve, it's just because I'm a hater. Can't be because I'm just telling you how I feel about these independent points, right? And it's funny, too, because when Creepshow described this whole thing with Steve, you know, Creepshow's the one drawing those types of lines. And I'm okay with that if that's how she thinks and that's how she is, but I'm not like that. I'll believe you're on one side if you tell me you are, right? If you tell me that, yeah, I'm on Steve's side on this whole thing. Okay, fine, you are. But if you tell me, no, I'm not on anyone's side, I make my mind up off of the details, then I'm going to believe you on that until I have reason not to. Well, sorry, I don't do that while I'm streaming. I mean, if you want to send me something, you send it on Super Chat. You just click the button. Bam, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Anyway, so uh-oh. I'm running low, y'all. Can we stop talking about that stupid shit now? Because the whole thing, the whole reason to talk about was the fact that in a video put up tonight on a certain person's channel, there is a part where it's stated exactly what I said was stated, which was that the SH claim, let's just play it. So let me show you why I don't agree with this statement from the video. The literal thing I said when I went to Augie's channel. This is what I stated in the beginning, and it turns out this is a clip.
She is going after her. Again, this is only a fraction of what she has done. I didn't cover her filing a restraining order against another YouTuber simply because he talked about his experience with her. I didn't talk.
See, she says she didn't cover it, but that she filed a restraining order because he talked about his experience with her. That's, in my opinion, not a good take. Am I allowed to say that, Biz? Okay, that works. Okie smoky. Now, why do I think that the restraining order that was filed isn't just because Steb described his experience with Katie? Well, you saw the clip, but I'm going to go ahead and show it to you again. These clips were a factor in whether or not she did this.
But anyways,
so let's harass her right now. I want to harass her right now, okay? So let's harass her right now. I want to harass her right now, okay? So let's harass her right now. I want to harass her right now, okay? Penis. Penis.
I'm so offended. You didn't ask my consent.
Penis.
But you know what? You have my consent for everything.
No, but I'm saying it to her.
Now, it just makes me feel kind of, I just feel it's a little bit weird. Okay, well, the clip that we didn't show on Augie's channel is this clip. Now, this clip is twofold. This clip has about 10 seconds before it so that people don't think that he's being cherry-picked or straw-manned or anything. So there's extra time in the beginning of this clip just so you know that this is not being unfair.
I'm pretty sure I was the newest person on the panel.
What?
I'm pretty sure I was the newest person on the panel.
Yeah.
I haven't been on before either.
Yeah, I guess so. But there's only so many panels for them to go around, though. I mean, just.
Well, yeah,
he
needed somebody who wasn't going to be doing flat Earth shit.
Yeah, and you promised the entire panel hand jobs if you got on too. So there was that.
Yeah,
I remember that. I
Yeah,
remember the
well-
specific details of that.
If you want to joke with somebody and they don't care, I don't care if you do, by the way. Just saying. But let's hear the rest of it.
Tell you,
feel like it might be
I just
too
figure she.
far.
I just look. As long as it's dark, I just figure she can get it all the way at one time, and everybody collect it simultaneously. Let's see
Well,
here.
maybe we can just loan out the responsibility here, and we'll turn off the lights and play a game
Bam.
of Who's in My Mouth.
I love it.
Seems
Okay, so you got the context. They're just laughing and joking around, saying, sexy shit to each other. Okay, whatevs. Me personally, I don't do that shit on live stream. I don't watch live streams that sit around talking about nasty shit. But okay, whatever.
We're gonna play
Not
the
on
game.
YouTube,
Whose penis
no.
is this?
It's in a movie or something, I guess. Now, this is what's important about this clip, because Katie's exact claim is as followed when it comes to the SH. You got to listen to what he says here, and then I would have loved to talk to him about this, but he was too busy yelling and screaming every time I brought up things that literally draw the opinion of the public to believe what they believe on this. This is back before all the drama with Katie. This is back when Katie had like 8,000, 10,000, 12,000 subs, whatever. Okay? Yeah, Katie's done a lot of fucked up shit, it sounds like, from Shannon. I haven't got to the part of the court case where I've pulled the tweets where Katie definitively states as fact that, what's his name, did all those messed up things. I haven't got to that part, right? We're going to get there eventually, I think. In fact, I've told you I'm working on an upload, but it's been taking a while because this whole story's developed so much. What matters, I think, is to figure out why my argument is what it is, and I'm going to get to my argument, but these things matter. So let's hear it.
I said penis again, but again, I'm saying it live. I'm not saying it pre-show. I'm going to try to avoid ever saying the word penis live before a show, just so somebody can say.
Okay, so why is this important? Katie's exact claim about the SH is as follows: that he talked about his stuff and propositioned her in an inappropriate way, and she's married and said no. And it made her uncomfortable, so she talked about it to a friend. Got me? You get me? You got me? Okay. So, one more time, exact verbiage. I said it again. Now, the first time he would have said this is when he was in a pre-show, like Katie claimed, and said this there. Why does that matter? I'll play the rest of it, but why would that even matter to this story? Because when you're trying to decide whether you believe Katie is making something up about another YouTuber when she's got 10,000 subs and doesn't even really talk about this kind of stuff that often, she's got one claim coming from her. This guy said this to me, and I consider it sexual harassment. You got someone else's side, whatever the hell he was saying, because how do I even know what he's saying when he's too busy yelling and screaming and acting like a psycho? The reason that people that have followed this, there are so many YouTubers that were around the Non Sequitur show, because the Non Sequitur show would take people from the community and do what Augie does. Bring them on the show and have them, talk and hang out and stuff. We good? We're good. Now, you got these two claims. Katie says he did these things in a pre-show or a post-show. He says these things you're hearing, you're going to draw the opinion that at least something was said by him to Katie since he admitted it or since he said this. Now, this is one out of all these different clips where he says something like he told me specifically, person to person. Two other YouTubers, one named Godless Engineer and then Kyle Curtis, talked sexy to Katie all the time. Why would Katie get mad at me when I talk to Katie sexy when they talk to Katie sexy all the time? Yes, this is recorded, but I just don't have the clip right now because I don't fucking carry this shit around and I don't care. Anyway, this is why people draw the opinion that the SH allegation wasn't just him talking about his experience with Katie. The SH thing involved being in groups that shared her address. When people would criticize the groups that were sharing Katie's address, he would go to Twitter and post, it might be bad form to share Katie's address, but Katie has put it out and it's nothing wrong with sharing it, which I find that to be just shitty. It's just criticizable. Like Creepshow's saying, you shouldn't do that, right? You don't share other people's addresses, and, why is he defending people sharing the address? All these things are in that whatever you want to call that paper that looks like an RO, whatever the hell it is, so that I don't get called a bold-faced lying piece of shit. Whatever you think that paper is that restricts him from being around her, talking about her, and doing these things, that has check marks checked and proved by a judge and signed into action because of the reasons that they put on the paper. Whatever you call that thing, so that I don't get called a bold-faced liar here for talking, these are the reasons why people believe he said something to Katie that validated her to come back and tell us whether she feels uncomfortable, she feels like it was this or that. Now, in no other way am I doing anything more than trying to understand what the claims are, trying to figure out what happened, right? Trying to make up my mind, find out, is Katie lying to me? Is he lying to me? When I have Katie telling me exactly what was said, and then I have him saying things like this on a live stream. How about the other clip where he mocks her? Would any person ever... I've never seen anything like this in my life. Back when this happened, it's why it was so crazy. When do you ever have somebody saying something like this to Katie, and Katie directly saying, don't say that to me. Stop. I don't want you to say that stuff to me. Him doing it anyway. And then when he finds out that Katie has told Kyle and told people that this happened, he goes and jumps on other people's YouTube live streams and does stuff like this. You know, where he sits there laughing and joking about what this other guy's saying, staring into the camera, doing the same thing that Katie alleges that Steve did. It's just too much. It's too crazy. It's the most insane thing you've ever heard. On YouTube, because I'm used to people going on YouTube streams and arguing and having people calling them a simp. That's what I'm used to. I'm not used to people getting accused of SHing other people. A 10,000 subscriber YouTuber, 8,000 subscriber YouTuber saying that about another 8,000 subscriber YouTuber, and then find out that this is what ends up happening. I think it's a shitty story. I don't support the story. I've criticized the story. Oh my God, am I doing the same thing other people do? But I don't do it to these big popular stories. I do it to these stories that I've been affected in or you've been around. Oh my God, I really am. I'm criticizing this dumb shit. But I get called a liar and a skeezer and all these things. Well, that's the point. I'm allowed to hold this opinion if Katie directly said the claim and he validates it by saying, I'm not going to say that again in a pre-show. I don't know what his defense is to this. I don't care. My point is, I think it's just plausible that Katie, made the claim because of something that was said after B, hearing this clip along with like 20 more that I'm not going to go get right now because I've already uploaded videos about this and it's just rehashing old booming out drama. And the reason that I initially used the title and initially used the thumbnail that Creepshow Art said, now I told her when I went to Augie's stream, they got an RO. Katie gave an RO to another creator because of his interaction / time spent with her. That's what I told Creepshow when I went on Augie's show. You can go back and watch it. I said this because I wrote it down. I had it written down for my stream. Oh, fuck me. There we go. Had it written down for my stream. Here it is one more time. In fact, I'll just show it to you. Restraining order to another creator because of his interactions / the time he spent with her. I came on and put that title in because that being in the stream, I feel is wrong. And here is what Creepshow said directly. Here we go.
She is going after her. Again, this is only a fraction of what she has done. I didn't cover her filing a restraining order against another YouTuber simply because he talked about his experience with her. I didn't talk about how she falsely accused him of...
She said, I didn't... Fucking A, dude. God bless America.
She is.
Been a long night.
Is going after her. Again, this is only a fraction of what she has done. I didn't cover her filing a restraining order...
I didn't cover her filing a restraining order...
against another YouTuber...
against another YouTuber...
because he talked about his experience with her...
simply because he talked about his experience with her. So I hope Muda or other people might actually take a look at what I was about to do in this live stream because it wasn't negative toward Creepshow, mean toward Creepshow, shitty toward Creepshow. It wasn't those things. Though, if Katie Joy Paulson had made that statement in her stream, there would be 85 people out there, you know, trying to correct it. Now, why am I correcting this right now? Because I literally was talking about this last night. I didn't know that Katie was going to jump in my stream last night. She hadn't done that in forever. And when she did jump into it, it changed the stream into me trying to be like, hey, there's all this criticism in the chat, all this shit going on. Let's talk about it, Katie. Let me try to get you to address some of it, because Katie's usual response is, hey, people say this about you. Yeah, well, here's what happened and blah, blah, blah. Okay, maybe if they heard that, you guys could work it out. That's typically the interaction I have with Katie. Now, finding out that she did not, what was some of the worst things she did? Finding out that she did not, that she was making these types of factual statements. Other people feel that she did make factual statements that could be defamatory or whatever. I want to pull those clips. I want to hear what she said and then criticize her for it. And I'll add that to the video I'm working on. The problem is other people think that just because they upload a video a day or just because they rush through a video that I'm going to do it. And I'm sorry that I'm not like that anymore, but I usually take a little extra time now when I do uploads. If it's about something that I think is kind of worth my attention, like more than a joke, I try to put a little extra time in it. You know that I try to put content on UNIRock too, where whether it's me joking around about, people not wearing masks, whether it's me making fun of Karens or something else, I do that kind of content, police impersonators, that funny content I try to do. But if I'm going to do a serious video, I try to put some time into it. And I think that with what's going on with this Toddy versus Katie situation, I have to put a little extra time into it. So no, it's not going to be immediate or anything. And it's going to evolve with the story based on when I upload it, right? So do I think Creepshow did something super wrong? Hell no. Am I mad at Creepshow because she criticized Katie? Fuck no. This is all some fucking, oh, well, you defend her sometimes. Okay, how does that make me fucking any of the things you say I am, right? I get it's funny. I get it's funny to get me on the stream with Augie and them. I get it's kind of funny to kind of throw shit at me and, try to label me as all these things and then see if I can actually respond to it. I get that that's funny. I played along, did I not? Why did I play along and why did I just have fun with it? Because I felt that's what they expected from me. Because they were being silly as fuck, acting like, but you're just part of this huge side thing and you're just all, we're going to tell you what you are. But man, I'm mad if you tell me what I am. Yeah. But I don't hate them. I don't dislike them. They like ripping on me. I'm sure they don't care if people rip on them. Got me? And I think it was cool to bump into Muda because I've watched the guy for a really long time. He used to be under, I remember watching him do effing early like dark web series and stuff like that. And I don't know how long ago he did that, but I was watching him back when he did that. Some Ordinary Gamers, right? Or Ordinary Gamers. I think he had a different channel name at one time, or maybe I just misremembering. I don't fucking. Unblock me on Twitter. Well, who are you? Are you talking to me? Are you talking to Katie? This is why I typically just don't even worry about the live chat. I feel like you guys are talking to someone else. So. Insidious Vid says, I don't know what the fuck is going on here, to be quite honest. Hey, Insidious. Essentially, what's going on is I was chilling over here to do a video that I just broke down. I had that clip from Creepshow's stream, and I wanted to kind of show... I thought Creepshow doing... I know that Creepshow does videos that are like exposing maps and exposing people that do fucked up shit from like a sexual nature and shit like that to people. And I thought that if Creepshow knew that in her video, I thought she didn't know. I thought Creepshow just didn't know that she got it wrong. That she'll get mad at me for saying that. That clip that I just played doesn't align with reality. It doesn't. I want this to get through to her. I don't want her thinking that I'm just on a side. I don't want her thinking that I'm just sitting here trying to do some type of cancel culture fight or some type of drama battle with her. I want her to understand that to let Steve McRae sit there and say that he didn't do these things to Katie is what Steve wants when he fools bigger creators. Because he did. We watched him. We watched him. I was like hanging out with Kyle and Steve and all of them and everybody in that community up until I noticed this shit was going on and called it out. It was why me and him had an issue. Because back in June, when I started talking about the non-sex story, and eventually Steve approached me wanting to be interviewed because of the video I did, I went and did it. And then I had some interaction with Steve going forward. Not a lot, every week or a couple weeks or whatever would happen. And once I realized that he was lying to me on all these different things, and when I approached him about it, he would just yell and scream and flip out on me and not let me finish a sentence and tell me how it was and be all dicky. I went and made a criticism video against him, and now his fifis are hurt and he's fucking running around being a dick constantly. But worse than that, he's approaching people like bigger creators and trying to get them to think that the only reason Katie filed an RO against Steve is because he responded and talked about his experience with her. It's complete and utter garbage. Yeah, Katie's done other fucked up shit, according to a lot of people. You'd have to break down each thing individually. When I break it down, I'll give you a criticism for it. Though, when it comes to that, because I experienced it, because I watched it happen, because I witnessed it. I've never seen a person get an RO given to them because of YouTube content, coupled with Facebook groups they made to supplement their YouTube content, coupled with Instagram pages they made to supplement their YouTube content. Never seen anybody get a RO or even whatever the hell that paper is that turned into an NDA/gag order. Let me just show you the thing that both of them posted on social media, because I think you can't see this without being like, okay, fucking Steve lied. He definitely signed some agreement with KJ. There's just no way. I just got to take out some names. Because this is Sherelle's World. And yeah, Katie's name is fine. Katie's name is fine. Katie's name, I'm going to take that out of Katie's name. Her middle name, Steve's middle initials out. Okay. This got put when they met to discuss their RO in court. They both tweeted this out right here. They both tweeted this out, right? The restraining order action caption dismissed without prejudice. They both tweeted it, Katie and him. And when Katie had come to me and told me that they were working toward an agreement, and you see, two celebrities are going to have an NDA together. You're not going to know it because both of them aren't allowed to talk about it. But they definitely are both going to make the same statement at one point, because it's going to be the initiation or the agreement of the issue, right? So if he's mad at me for using the word restraining order to describe the thing that happened that got turned into the agreement he has with KJ that he literally just admitted to there, in my opinion, he admitted to it. I am giving you my opinion on this whole thing. This whole thing is my opinion. All right, we're good. The thing that he did there on Augie's show was basically say, you're lying about me having an agreement with Katie, but in a year, for no absolute reason, I will wait exactly 1 year, 3 months, and 22 hours. I'm just kidding about that last specific part. In a year with this date, I will tell you what happened with Katie. It's like, because you have an agreement with her. You have what I said you have. It's why you have to wait a year. Does now everybody understand what I'm saying? Is everybody getting what I'm saying now, for fuck's sake? This dude keeps saying things like, I don't have this, but then says he can't talk about it for a year. It doesn't make sense. Nothing's making sense. This does not make sense. Got me? So if I want to hold the opinion the dude has it and he's lying because Katie told me they were going to have it, and then they both put this out instead of fighting it in court. Instead of fighting in court, they didn't fight in court. This happened. It's not a lie from me. It's not. I don't know how he can say that. It's just stupid. Okay, so what do we got? I showed you the clip where him and his friend are making fun of the fact that Katie accused him of SH, which I think is fucked up, and that's why I showed it. Showed you the clip where he said, I said penis again, but again, I'm saying it live. I'm going to try to avoid ever saying it again pre-show. That says he said it pre-show. He did, because he was telling us that he did say something to her in a pre-show or an after-show, pre- or post-show, and she did take it in a messed up way, and that's the day she went to Kyle and said, I'm not going to be on non sequitur ever again if Steve's there. That's when Katie made that objection. So why did he get so mad when I said that other people are accusing them of this? Because other people are, according to Katie and other people out there who are members of the community that have been in his community, they are accusing him of inappropriate behavior too. And I'm not saying that you have to believe it. Like, you would expect him to kind of make a response and be done. Not because of me saying it and not get mad at me, but because they said it, right? Because if he wouldn't have attacked him and he wouldn't have made 100 videos against him and he wouldn't have flipped out on him and changed his story and his response so many times, I don't think people would look at him like they do now. But this is why, him yelling and screaming and flipping out like that. And that's the point. If Katie does that, then she shouldn't do it either, right? Right. Either way, I don't think the plethora of YouTubers that talked about this stupid situation, a lot of them talked about it because they used to hang out and watch Non Sequitur like I did, because Non Sequitur used to shout out their channels, which Kyle used to shout out my channel on Non Sequitur. He did it a few times because I was a debunker and Non Sequitur debunked flat earthers also sometimes. Also, when other people have, because they've been like on live streams with Steve, have talked about this and given their opinion. Big creators out there have given their opinion on this kind of garbage, right? Gabriel says, F at Uni, if space-time was lies, they would be the fabric of it. When truth exposes them, it's just their agenda warping. Nothing to see here. I know, but that's me. Supposedly, I'm a secret agent man. According to Steve today on Twitter, I'm a secret agent man with a secret agenda. And honestly, I could give a fuck to talk about this dude ever again if he stops following me around everywhere I go, flipping the fuck out. Or stops lying to bigger YouTubers about what happened, because honestly, I don't know how Creepshow draws the opinion, you know, that she said it wasn't in her video, but it's at the end, and I understand she's not making a positive claim there, and I get that, but I was going to play this when I went live, right? This was my intent, to play this and then just try to show Creepshow and people out there that may have seen what Creepshow said, which was, quote, this thing again, which was, the RO was only filed by Katie because another creator talked about his interaction with her, and I wanted to correct that because it's not true. I don't think Creepshow intentionally lied or did anything wrong or bad. Not attacking her at all. Melissa says, mad respect, bringing us content because I would never want to deal with the BS that comes with it, and you guys handle it with grace. Why, thank you. It's okay. I honestly had fun sitting over there getting yelled at. It was more entertaining than me sitting here trying to tell you why I disagree with that line from Creepshow's video. Now, here's my response to some of the stuff Creepshow said. She was interrupting me a little bit. Now, I want you to understand, on our side, every time people talked and any other noise went through a microphone, that means any other fucking noise. I don't know why it was doing this. My Discord server doesn't do this, but I have been in other Discord servers that do this sometimes. Every time somebody made any noise while I was talking, while Augie was talking, or while Creepshow was talking, it made our audio just go so low, and it would jarble and sound like a wave, and it sucked. You probably heard it through Augie's side, because Augie said he heard it too. And it was happening to me a lot, because it was dependent on what was coming through our mic and what was coming through our speaker, and I was talking a lot more than Augie, so it was happening a lot more to me. Or if there was a noise at all, if my mic moved, if I was playing a video game and I bumped my mic, it would do that. So it was hard for me to track a lot of it. Reach out doesn't work on this channel, Christina. That only works on Rock a lot. I don't know. I didn't even see Katie in the chat. For a while, at least. Maybe I saw her in the beginning. I don't know. I could be confusing that with earlier before I went to Augie's channel. I have no fucking idea, man. If you want to see if someone's in the chat, just hit @ and start typing their name. If they're in the chat, it'll give you a little autocomplete box, and if they're not in the chat, then it won't do it. So that's the best way to test it. Check out the thumbs down. The haters are here for a party. At least UNIRock 2 doesn't hide it like somebody we know. Hey, thumbs downs and thumbs up both do the same thing in the algorithm for your video. It's okay with me. But this video sat here for like 3 hours while I was on Augie's channel, and everybody was waiting. There was 200 people waiting in the chat for me to start. So yeah, I would have thumbs down the video too, just for that. So I'm not going to show the RO on the whatever he calls the RO. Oh my God, I can't call it an RO. Oh my God, I said it. Oh my God. I'm not going to show that over here. And I don't like this. This is another thing that I don't like. So, did she file the RO? Like, hold on. Let me get that other clip. I mean, Steve changed his name to Katie Paulson Engineer for a period of time after she accused him of this. I just don't like it. I think he should have criticized her in another way. That's my opinion, and that's why I gave it. You get me? I thought she was on a Tamagotchi. I don't know, maybe. So then it was that Katie tried to libel him with charges of SA and defrauding the VA. And I'm not going to go into that, but I will tell you on a live stream, a larger creator named Shannon Q asked Steve if why he refused to let Kyle pay him. Kyle's side is that he offered Steve money for the shows he was on as a form of like, thank you for being here so much and hanging. Steve's side is that he had a 50-50 agreement. Now, why didn't Steve, having a 50-50 business agreement, ever pay a smidgen of taxes? Why didn't Steve ever make any of the decisions for the channel? Why didn't Steve have any of the responsibility of what happened? Why is everything he did just completely, he just sat there, and when Kyle kicked him off the show, now all these things are true. That's what you experienced if you watched the Non Sequitur show and then watched the breakup. It's why people like us that were actually there and people, other YouTubers that weren't there, are okay saying, yeah, this all happened. But for people that were there, we know that that's just not the case. It's just not true. But he tells Katie he would enjoy watching you burn your channel down. F you, Katie, because of these two things. It's just what happened back then. It's just what happened. It's just a really horrible situation. And this clip purportedly has him talking about the accusation from Katie. So let's show it so we can go over to Rock a Lot, because it's 1 a.m. It's 1 a.m. and I haven't even played any damn video games yet.
Did it. Brian, there might be things not directed to her that I've said that somehow she, but I mean,
there might be things not directed at her that I've said that she might have taken. So originally it was, hey, Kyle says it. I said it again. I can't say this again. I'm never going to say that again to Katie, right? Originally it was, I'm never going to say that again to Katie. Now it's, there might be things that I didn't mean to direct at her that she took a certain way. Then it turns into nothing was said. The whole allegation was on Twitter, and I have that clip too. The fact that his story changed so much, these details changed so much as time went on, leads people to believe that Katie had a valid point. Maybe not all the other assumptions people make. At least she had a valid point back then. Because Creep Show, everybody there wants me to act like I'm supposed to track everything Katie does now. All this stuff going on with all this garbage out there. And I'm supposed to just know everything about it and, you know, put it on my radar. When in reality, I've just made an argument for about a year and a half that an enormous amount of this, not now, not the whole Toddy lawsuit, completely different thing. Let's just say this: before the Toddy lawsuit, an enormous amount of criticism that was being lobbed at Katie was valid. But then there was still this other group that was constantly harassing her, and the group was led by him. He was in the Facebook group as the admin, as the creator of the Let's Harass Katie Facebook group. Yes, he was the admin of the group when Katie's address was doxed there, with the another admin of the group typing, "This bitch thinks she's safe." No, I don't think you should not be able to criticize her. I want people to understand that she's super defensive. She's super assaulted, attacked. She's super, you know, berated is the best word. Let me just say, she's super berated by a lot of people, caused her to be defensive. The Katie that all of her friends know her as, if you go to her and you talk to her, then she'll actually listen. She'll actually try. And, you know, I said that, you know, when she talked to Charlie last night, she seemed to take a lot of that at heart. So she went out and said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go find out why Augie's mad, why Tipster's mad, why other people are mad. I'm going to do a video, and I'm going to apologize for it and make an honest attempt not to do things that made these people mad. So I'm sorry if I took that as, hey, she's trying, so let some of the shit go, right? That's my side. That's my argument. This is the stream that I was going to do, other than I was going to show this video. After I talked about this, I was about to show this video. Without a crystal ball, my story, my statement, my mistake, I was going to react to it. But it's 1 a.m. Sorry to say it. I'm going to go to the Rock-A-Lot channel and actually go to the gaming room, and hopefully Navy will be there. Hopefully other people that hang out with us are going to be there so that we can just hang out and talk and play some video games, because I've been trying to play video games for days, and I've been too busy to do that at night for a few hours. So, would you guys want to come over to Rock-A-Lot? If you do, it'll be over there. If not, who cares? Want to downvote the video? Downvote away. Thank you. You want to upvote? Have at it. You want to leave a comment? Go ahead. You want to call me a Katie simp? Put it in the comments section. You're allowed to have your opinion. I don't give a fuck. Though, I'm allowed to think you're wrong. And I'm going to go have some fun, so I'll see you on Rock-A-Lot if you choose to come over there. Thank you to Muda for talking to me tonight. So fucking awesome, dude. So awesome.